Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, April 23rd, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am worth the contrast. And today we've got our first evolution revolution day of Sun in Taurus. Evolution revolution days are days where we have strong Uranus energy. And Uranus energy is really strong with the Sun today at 4 degrees. We have the Moon moving through 22 degrees. We have Mercury at 22 degrees. We have Venus at 22 degrees. And we have Jupiter at 13 degrees. So all these energies are working with that evolution, revolution, liberation energy of Uranus. And yesterday we had Venus conjunct Uranus, helping us break free some old restrictions, some old stuff, some old energy surrounding our I am vibrations. And we're kind of continuing through. I love this moon in Scorpio. This moon in Scorpio has been so powerful with that full moon bringing stuff to the surface and then connecting with this liberation energy of Venus conjunct Uranus yesterday, and then continuing on today through this evolution revolution day where we can again continue letting stuff surface that's been holding us down. We all have like these obstacles that are in us, and as these energies surface, whether it's through fears, whether it's through black and white thinking, whether it's through old shadow control issues that we've held within, we get to really see and feel and experience the contrast. This is kind of where it's been, but that's where I want to go. So it's very helpful in our energy, but it's not always easy to move through. So the moon in Scorpio begins today by connecting to Pluto. Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. This is at 17 degrees. That is an 8. That is a degree of showing up. So this moon connecting to Pluto is probably going to show us some of those structures that are still in place that are not allowing us to move in the direction that we want to go. So show up for that. Notice the contrast. And if you are somebody who appreciates Abraham, I really love Abraham. Abraham talks about the contrast and how important the contrast is as part of our experience. We have to see those times so we can further find the focus to where we really want to go. So honor that contrast. You're worth this evolution through the contrast. We then have the moon opposite Mercury. So Mercury at 22 degrees, which is probably going to show some of our contrast in our worth, some of the areas where we can still do worth work on ourselves and recognize how worth it you are, how every little piece of you, even those contrasting pieces, are so important. But this moon-Mercury opposition may really be pulling in your feelings into this energy, and it also may have you thinking it's this way or that way. So just work with it and recognize this is part of that evolution, revolution process, and it is ultimately helping you. So that's it with the major astro today, but it's going to be something to work through. So really hold space for yourself. That being said, projections and thunderbolts. You also may get some other people's projections, some of their comparisons put on you, and it may be part of your revolution, evolution process. Recognize that the mirrors they're showing you. Participate in this energy. I'm usually like the person like, let's go to the fun side. Let's go dive into what feels best. And I'm so, always going there, and I will still continue to go there in this. But if something comes up, don't avoid it, because this is going to be huge breakthrough energy for you. So really hold space with it, work through it, work with it, participate in the energy, and also listen to your guidance, because ultimately, Spirit's going to tell you what really is. You may be holding this idea that you are something. You may be holding this idea about some kind of shadow within yourself. And Spirit's like, well, this is how you've been perceiving it. This is maybe even how it's been projected on you, or you're projecting it on somebody else. But let the guidance ultimately help you be part of that evolution revolution. And tomorrow we get into that evolution revelation where we really can understand it on a better level. So I don't think our mind has completely been able to grasp all of this energy that this full moon brought in and this Uranus-Venus connection brought in, or even all of this evolution revolution, but it's coming. Tomorrow, suddenly it'll be like, oh, Oh, I get it. But for today, let your guidance keep guiding you through and guiding you through any of the tough contrasting points of the day. So book a reading if you want to dive in further, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.